Over to the left, can you see there's some of the vineyards has got like a blue, you can see a covering, and there's also a bit of a white one at the top of the hill on your right. They are preparing that part of their vineyard for ice wine, and I'm going to come to an ice wine in a second. So they're trying their best to keep the grapes in their best possible condition, because they're going to have to go through winter, those grapes. The rest of the grapes will be harvested. The last harvest will probably be now. So we're now in August. So August, September is like the last harvest wine. Guests or guests you don't really like. It's also table wine. This is what you put on the tables. So cabinet wine. Early October. Okay, so that's the late harvest. Anywhere where there's coverings, that's preparing for ice wine. The grape producer, you can also notice that it's a very small percentage. January even, by February you're looking at trouble. It goes into a leaf and it sucks in a bit of carbon, it goes the plant. So that you harvest them at night, you get very cold hands, and they're going to start to thaw out. But you can't let them thaw out. People in the region will call all their friends like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yo, I'll bring grapes and we're going to have 4 face. They're going to press while it's frozen. They'll be left with a big ice block and a very small amount of liquid, and they're going to ferment into ice wine. So the sugar concentration is about 100 grams of sugar per liter of ice wine. With a piece of cheese at the end of your meal. It's a bit of a tradition in this part of the world where if someone's about to have a baby, you buy them 4 bottles of ice wine. When they have their baby, you give them 4. Not baptism, the confirmation. That's this. It's called Tel's Pfaffikon toll station. Notice the little square windows, those are for cannons. So what happens is with this toll station, there would be like a chain across the river. They would then have to go a specific way, and if they tried to dodge the toll, the cannons would shoot them from all directions. Tourism, you're going to see ferries. They haven't built any bridges over this part of the Rhine. They don't want to ruin it. It's too beautiful. So there's car ferries. Look here on your right hand side, you got to get ferries across. So if you want to go from that side to this side, you either drive all the way down to a place called Koblenz, or you take the car ferry. So the car ferry takes like 15-20 minutes. By the time you've loaded, gone across, unloaded, 15 minutes. To drive to Koblenz and back, you're looking at least an hour. So it's much better to take the ferry. It's more so saying, look how much money we have. We can pay people to be loyal to us, and we will find you. If you are going to, and what they used, you could try and bomb the railways, but if you bomb the railways, Germans are efficient and they had literally unlimited slaves. So they could rebuild a railway in a couple of days. But a tunnel building, so you can't just somehow blow up castles. So they built castle-shaped structures on the outside of their train tunnels to try and avoid the Allied bombers trying to bomb tunnels. Down from the sky would look at this structure and go, it looks like a train tunnel, it should be a train tunnel, but what if I'm wrong, and what if that's a castle? That's a war crime. So they might think twice. That was the concept, that's what they did it for. So Loreley, the most beautiful woman in Germany. And she was also an angel the way that she sings, where the water was very shallow, but it didn't look shallow. Would gently show off her ankle. They would run just look off to your right hand side, the top of the rock on the right. Heinrich was caught and he was put to death. He was executed. But Loreley was absolutely heartbroken. She said, I can never live another day without the love of my life. She went up to the top of that rock. That was their favorite picnic spot and scouting spot, because they would be looking for boats either side, coming left or right. If they saw a ship coming, they would then go down to their very fancy famous rock, and they would then get Loreley out with her ankle. That's Loreley. So to see her statue which is on the same spot as where she used to sit
The
and
tale
sing.
of Loreley. She is singing while combing her hair. Sailors passers-by were so distracted from her beauty that they ran their ship into the rock, then drowned. This is Loreley.
They have a castle. This one.
Oh, there's another better one.
Oh look, there's another medieval castle.
Another one.
Oh, maybe that's the
This
one.
is a very evil one, like you see it. Wow.
That's like 12 or 13 century.
Oh, this is
But I like those ones.
That is a castle. They're handmade. Amsterdam, Europe, London. Oh my God. It's so beautiful. Ruin of the old walls. The old town wall is known as Podobrika. The wall is considered as the best preserved Roman fortress walls in Germany, offering a rare glimpse into the defensive architecture of the late Roman Empire along the Rhine. It was built around 335 AD. The Boppard town wall is not just a medieval wall, it is a Roman monument that shaped the town's history, defining its boundaries and providing protection from ancient times through the Middle Ages. Welcome to Boppard, Germany. It is a beautiful medieval town on the banks of the famous Rhine River. It has one of the prettiest historic centers of any of the Rhine River towns, rich in medieval architectures. I know.
When you go into the front doors, if anyone wants to go to church, you can. Oh, okay. I don't know why it makes me so happy, but it does.
I want to see the inside
New Zealand
of the...
I know. Yeah. Is it also a thing in? No, they don't use it in that context. I know they use cow.
Rhine Valley. Oh gosh. Let's go. This is during the time of the Renaissance. This is during the time of the Renaissance. The Romanesque Church of Saint Severus Basilica Manor with 2 towers was built in the 12th and 13th century. The church stands on the very site of a former Roman military bathhouse within the ancient Roman fort of Bodobrica. The main room of the bathhouse was cleverly rededicated as an early Christian church. What's in it? It's a book. Oh, yeah. This is a very old church. Francine's first taste. Yeah, wine tasting.
I just had one.
Oh, she just had one. A little more?
From the boat, it's no ice wine. It's no ice wine.
I'll just be right outside, Mommy.
This is ice wine. It's expensive. Oh gosh, she want ice wine. Not bad. You can drink it, right?
Yeah, but there's a bee.
What?
Bee, 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 bee.
Yeah. Parang ano lang, no? Lamig na matamis na masarap. $50.
Yan, malinaw.
Doon kami sumakay. Yeah, we are sure about it. Ayun si Francine, ayaw magpa-picture. We are here at the upper middle Rhine Valley, the Rhine Valley most beautiful section. The only place in the world where there are so many castles concentrated in such a small area. Most of them built between 12th and 15th centuries. Next to the calm waters of the river are spectacular medieval villages.
Ja. Francie.
Ayaw.
These two castles are the name like our
Folks, we'll be in Boppard soon, okay? It's around like the next couple of corners. Boppard. We're getting
It's louder. The valley remained a silent guardian, etched forever in my memory. The adventure was over, but the echo of the mountains would resonate within me always. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.